What are you talking about?
All your questions will be answered.
Welcome to the world of
Cinéma.
That's our tape.
Welcome to That's Our Take, where we, the Jacksons, discuss many of the over 12,000 movies we have seen with a focus on classic cinema. Francis Ford Coppola once said that art depends on luck and talent. And with it being St. Patrick's Day today, we are going to talk about actors who lucked out in getting the role that was meant for somebody else.
All right, so I have a few that came to mind and a few that we researched, but the one that I'm going to save for the very end will probably take a majority of the time. So I thought we would start with some of the ones that we won't spend as much time or delve into. But one I found interesting was Jennifer Lawrence as Bella Swan in Twilight. And having read the books and seen all of the movies, I think that Jennifer Lawrence would have been a better choice.
I volunteer as tribute.
And I'm not quite sure why, if it was her choice or if it was someone else's choice, but ultimately we know that it went to
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think? Do you
Would've-
agree, disagree?
It would
What
have
do
been
you think?
interesting. I don't know. I think when I think of Jennifer Lawrence, I think of a very strong actress, like very strong characters. And when I think of the character Bella Swan, I don't think of someone, at least from the books, who's that bold, right? I think of someone who is quieter and kind of mousier, which Kristen Stewart is.
Yes, but I think that's why Jennifer Lawrence would have needed to take the role because she's strong in her performance. And I feel Bella is not strong in her performance. We needed someone to
Yeah,
be strong with their inabilities, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
I agree with you. I mean, I really do. I think that the only problem is if Jennifer Lawrence had taken it, then what would have given Kristen Stewart her big movie, you know? And
I think Kristen Stewart's always kind of just hanging out in the
yeah.
background.
And then would you have to recast because I mean, would you still have
No, I think Robert Pattinson
they were
would have
just in
been
a movie
fine
together.
with her.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, the new one that's
Dive I Love. So they were just in the movie. We haven't seen the movie.
No, I watched the preview for it. I don't think I need to see the movie.
And then would what's his name? Jacob Black, would he have to be recast?
No, I don't
You
think
don't
so.
think so? Think that whole cast would have worked out well
I
with
think
Jennifer
so.
Lawrence? Yeah.
I think the only one cast that needs changed in that would been that. But
Her.
I mean, it's not like I have a lot to say. I'm not super passionate about the movie. I like the movie. It's cheese. It's the type of cheese that I think gets mocked, but people secretly like. So
Yeah.
I'll admit that it's cheese and it's enjoyable watch.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
like
my
it.
favorite vampire lore, but it's fun.
Mhm.
So the next one though is The Matrix because there are multiple people who were originally going to play Neo.
Okay.
And when I say them, the first one is Will Smith.
Yeah.
Can you see Will Smith playing Neo?
The thing is, I can see him playing Neo. I
Would
can
you
see it.
like to watch Will Smith play
I
Neo?
don't think so because I think it would be a completely different movie. It would not be, I don't know. When Will Smith gets into action mode, like I've seen him play Humble. He can play Humble really well. But when he gets in action mode, he is all forward.
You know what the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
I think he's got like this strong arrogance to him. I think of like
Arrogant, that's the
like
best word.
Hancock, kind of like that.
Okay, I
You
got
know,
it.
and I think I see that. I'm not trying to diss him or anything. That's just the persona he takes on when he gets into action mode. Bad Boys is kind of the same way, and
For sure.
Keanu Reeves has a more reserved kind of take on it, and especially as Neo, he played him very much like
so hesitant.
Yeah, kind of undeserving. You know, like
Well, like
why am I?
also, but like what you would expect from someone who's like, listen, we just woke you up and this is the real world we're in, as opposed to someone who's like,
Yeah,
world.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know. It could have been. It would. I'm not saying it wouldn't have been a bad movie. It would have been a totally different movie.
For sure.
Yeah. You said there were others.
There is another one
Yeah.
that I didn't know about. Sandra Bullock was offered the role, and they would have changed Neo's character and obviously some things around if she was interested in it because they had such a difficult time trying to cast Neo's part.
Man, could you imagine?
I don't know if I would have liked it,
I think I would have.
but now I want Sandra Bullock to be in a Matrix type movie.
Yeah. Man, that would have been so cool. I think.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because then a lot of characters are being changed, right? You're gonna change Trinity's character is probably gonna be male now.
Well, I mean,
Who
you
would you
could.
put?
You could do that, or you could keep her there as just like a friend, or love interest. If you were to recast Trinity, who would you recast it as?
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
No, let's see. If I recast Trinity and Sandra Bullock was the main person, I don't know. I would probably put Keanu Reeves in that
Yeah.
part. They're great in Speed together.
Yeah.
Why not try to recreate that chemistry?
Or Jason Patrick.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Jason Patrick, because
no,
they were great in Speaking 2 together.
no.
The movie just wasn't as good
You're
for
on
them.
the wrong track. Wrong bus.
Wrong bus. uh, but I actually would like to have seen her in like just a total action movie. It would have been
Has she
pretty
ever
cool.
done a total action
No, I
movie?
mean like the speed movies are action. And the Miss Congeniality character, I mean like that and Heat. The Heat, I mean. Um, but they're still more comedic than they are
For sure.
action.
There's other ones she's done that are super drama, but
Yeah.
be cool to see an action movie with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think they ended up with the right person. I
Right.
think they couldn't have gone better than Keanu Reeves for
Yeah.
it. I really don't. Because he is that humbleness that you need from a character who and the willingness that you want from a character. And it's okay that you don't understand everything because he doesn't understand
Right.
everything. And it's a new world to him, so it's a new world to you.
Right.
And he doesn't pretend going into anything um, that he knows more than he lets on.
Hmm. Yeah. And so like looking at Will Smith, like you look at Men in Black when he's put in a similar situation where he's brought into something completely weird and unusual. He's just shown that this whole world has been not a lie, but not
Well,
what he
it is
thought
a
it
lie.
was. Yeah. Um, and he takes it on as if like, yeah, I'm gonna own this.
Right.
I'm gonna do it. And it works really well, I think, in Men in Black. I don't think it would have worked as well in The Matrix.
For sure.
Anyway,
I think it's partly the comedic aspect of it.
yeah, yeah, for Men in Black, yeah,
Yeah.
the humor, yeah.
Not the humor in the Matrix.
Something sadly, I think, missing a little bit in The Matrix.
I know Kung Fu.
Yeah.
So, a movie, speaking of quoting things, a movie that we quote a lot back and forth with each other is Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
So, did you know this? That the role was written with Tom Hanks in mind.
No, I didn't know that.
I
And
thought you knew everything
no,
about
I
this
didn't.
movie.
What's so funny is because Cameron Crowe did the same thing later with Almost Famous. He wrote it for Brad Pitt. He wrote the Billy Crudup part
For Brad
for
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. He wrote it specifically with him in mind, had nobody else. And when he gave it to Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt's like, I don't understand this character. I just don't get this movie. And then they went with Billy Crudup, which was a great move because he played it really, really well. So I'm like, were any of his characters was Say Anything supposed to be for like, I don't know,
Actually,
Dana Carvey or something?
I thought Christian Slater was
Oh yeah, you're
supposed
right.
to
Yeah,
be
Christian
the
Slater.
role
Yeah.
for Say
Say
Anything.
Anything. Interesting. So,
But here's the thing with Say Anything, since we went that way, I can see Christian Slater pulling
oh yeah,
that role
totally.
off.
I could see
Totally
him
no
doing that part.
worries. And so, I mean, we just summed that up. Christian Slater can probably do better than where he gets cast most of the time.
Yeah.
But that role for sure. I love John Cusack in it. He does a great job, but I think we would have gotten just a good of performance from Christian Slater in it.
Yeah.
But circling back around,
Tom
what?
Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
So
Tom Hanks is
I don't
Jerry
know.
Maguire.
Sure.
Do you see it?
You know, it's so funny because
I'm taking Flipper with me.
yeah, um, don't like. I would like to get inside Cameron Crowe's head to be like, how did you see this?
Is it
Because,
more comedic then?
well,
Would you see it as a more funny movie? Because here's the thing, it's like a comedic drama.
it is. Yeah. Yeah.
So, comedic drama. So, I don't see Tom Cruise as a super comedic character,
Right.
right? He's more dramatic. I see Tom Hanks as a more comedic character, even though he does quite a few drama type things. He's usually kind of picked to lean on some of that comedicness, right?
Right.
So, are you thinking the comedicness would have been the same? Or do you think that Tom Cruise brought his own sense of style and comedic? What do you think?
I think the comedy would have been there still. It may have been a little different, but I think to be honest, why it's funnier with Tom Cruise is like you said, we don't see him as a funny guy. So it's funnier that he is delivering these great lines.
Show me the
Like,
money.
just like
See this jacket I'm wearing? You like it? Because I don't really need it. Because I'm cloaked in failure.
you know.
Yeah, like there's great lines. So,
Yeah, I think Tom Hanks could have done it. That's
for
the thing.
sure.
I don't think he would have backed out. I
Do
think it's
you
better because it's a role I would have not have put Tom Cruise in.
Okay, it's not a role you want to put Tom Cruise in.
Yeah.
Now we're trying to imagine it as a role you would have put Tom Hanks in,
The
and you
more I think about
think
it,
you could have done it
yeah, I think the
with
more I
the
think
same
about it,
love interest.
yeah. Yeah.
You would have kept Renee Zellweger as his
Mhm.
love interest. I don't see it.
No.
Not at all.
I think it could have worked.
No.
Who would you put?
Oh, that's a problem. What year was this?
96.
Not Helen Hunt.
Yeah.
She was super popular
She
around that
was.
time.
She's had
Not
a
Helen
couple.
Hunt. Yeah, Helen
Yeah,
Hunt.
Helen Hunt. Yeah, she's had a couple waves of popularity. Um, and
But
that was one of them.
that was one of her waves. I wouldn't have put her in there, even though they would have probably
Now you need
tried to
someone meek.
push it.
That's why I think Renee Zellweger would have been.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly,
Another pairing like that would have actually been fine.
yeah, it would have been pretty good.
I'm trying to imagine Tom Hanks at the end of the movie, end of the movie ish, when he's talking to Jonathan Lipnicki's character, and all the kid wants to do is go to the zoo,
Yeah.
and the character, Jerry Maguire's character, very eloquently says, "The zoo is beep closed."
Yeah.
Can you see Tom Hanks saying it to this little child?
I think I can. Um, it just comes out differently, you know?
Okay.
Where his probably might come out like I don't know, Tom Hanks may have done it a little bit more caring for the kid, where Tom Cruise, I'm making sure I'm not confusing my Toms here. That, that Tom Cruise his comes off more like
Matter of
he
fact.
forgot he was talking to a kid,
Okay, I get it. I get it.
and then he's
Tom
like, oh
Hanks
wait a
is
second,
Tom Hanks, even though this character's very drunk at the
yeah,
time, he would have been like, "The zoo's closed. We'll go some other
right,
time.
yeah,
Your mom's coming. You gotta get to bed now, little buddy."
yeah, little buddy.
I don't know
That's funny. That had just come out the year before this too, so
what.
Toy
Oh,
Story.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
But, like, right? You could see maybe that
Yeah.
character. So maybe it wouldn't have been as dramatic though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It would have been something interesting to see. But if Tom Hanks had done that, there would be no That Thing You Do.
I love that thing you do.
So there we go. And if Tom Cruise hadn't done it, then he would have just focused completely on Mission Impossible, which came out that same year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The first?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? Those two
It's
movies.
very weird to think about those two movies coming out at the same time.
Okay, what else you got?
What else indeed? Bruce Willis as Sam Wheat in Ghost.
I can see this.
Really, I don't.
I can definitely see
I
this.
don't see it.
I see the playfulness that Patrick Swayze still has with the character in it. I can see Bruce Willis having that with his friend, with Tony
Goldwyn.
Goldwyn. Thank you. And I can see that. I can see, funny enough, I can see chemistry between Bruce Willis and Demi Moore.
Well, because they're married at the time is even more helpful.
And yeah, I think I I could totally see it. I'm glad it went to Patrick Swayze
Why?
because I feel Patrick Swayze was a really good actor that didn't get very great breaks. He got Dirty Dancing, which was huge, and Ghost, which was huge. And I
Black Dog.
yeah, well, I like Black. Yeah,
I
like
know,
Black.
but it's not huge.
It's not a big one. Yeah.
People don't know it.
Oh,
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse was a big one too. Yeah. And so I feel like I'm glad he had another good movie to hang his hat
For sure.
on, you know. But yeah, so you can't see Bruce
No,
Willis.
not at all. I mean, I can see it. Would it have been as big of a hit? I don't think so. And I think it would have been more dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't know. His interaction with Whoopi Goldberg would have been kind of funny. I don't know. If he
could have
became all
been.
Hudson Hawk with
Yeah,
his
would have
interaction with
been.
Whoopi
I don't
Goldberg.
know. But I'm thinking about him terrorizing his ex-friend
Oh yeah.
and all of that stuff. And
Yeah.
I think it would have been more serious.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a funny quote on here. I don't know if I can quote it. I mean, he said it, right?
Okay.
It says, this is what Bruce Willis said about the film. I just don't get it. I said, hey, the guy's dead. How are you going to have a romance? Famous last words. And I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. I think
He gets to be a little bit funny, tongue in cheek about it.
yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's nice when married couples star in movies together, but aren't the stars in the movie together.
Okay.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
So, like Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson in Sleepless in Seattle is great. They're working together. That's cute when you know that they're married,
Mm-hmm.
but they are not each other's love interests. And I prefer it when movies do things like that. So I like that aspect of it. And so I don't remember why I brought it up.
Bruce Willis and Demi Moore probably.
I don't, yes, Bruce Willis and Demi Moore. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like that aspect of them being together because so often in Hollywood people split up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
people are like, oh, remember when they were together? Aw.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they tie it to the movie. And so I'm not a huge fan of that type of a thing.
Yeah.
Or people were dating or whatever. So I don't know. It taints a movie for me a little bit.
I understand that. I like it when they're in a movie together when they're so like not that I cared about this couple so much, but Josie and the Pussycats, what's her name and what's his name?
Reed. What was her name?
Tara Reid
Tara Reid.
and
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly.
And he's going to try to kill her?
Something. No, he.
You know, he's trying to kill her.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't remember. I just remember that they aren't a thing in that movie. They dislike each other is all I remember. I remember the rest of the movie really well. I don't remember his role very much. But I remember thinking that was really funny, and I remember thinking at the time, if they split up, this is okay because they're not together romantically.
For
in this.
sure.
So it worked out.
So it's luck. It's we're tying this all back into
Yeah,
luck. So it all works out, right?
Yeah.
So there's a couple others. I'm just gonna read a few. You tell me if there's one you wanna kind of jump in on, okay? So we have Johnny Depp as Ferris Bueller in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We have Emily Blunt as Black Widow in Iron Man 2. We have Al Pacino as Han Solo in Star Wars. No, thank you. And I think there was at least one more I was going to read. It had to do with The Shining, and it's Robin Williams as Jack Torrance in The Shining. All
Okay.
right. Any of those that you want to pick up on before the big reveal?
Yeah, you know, so I think we're talking about movies that are actors that lucked out getting a role. Harrison Ford lucked out getting Han Solo,
Oh, for sure.
and that was career defining.
Oh,
And
he made that character, and that character made him.
yeah, and it's the most relatable character I think in the whole franchise, of the first three at least, you know, and Harrison Ford just played it so well, and like I said, from there career went on. Al Pacino, had he been in the part, the movie probably would have tanked, and you know what I mean. Do you imagine seeing him? I don't know. I can't.
I'm trying so hard to think of him talking to
Chewie.
Chewbacca, and
I
it doesn't
it doesn't work.
He is such a present character, and I can't see him in a fantasy universe.
Yeah, I can't either.
And the idea of him just like, I don't know. It blows my mind to even think they were like, let's get this
Yeah.
man for this role. Al Pacino, like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
Godfather, okay, I get that. Heat, fine. I understand these choices. But the fact that someone's like, I can really see you as Han Solo, our big protagonist. You are going to help save the galaxy. And I imagine in my head that the Al Pacino's character would have been like, excuse my French, but he would have been like, F the galaxy. You know, like, he wouldn't care. And so, like, it's a funny idea to me that someone saw him as this very cool character that Harrison Ford brought to life.
Yeah, for sure he did.
We saw a script read of Harrison Ford doing that for, didn't we?
Was that the one where like Kurt Russell was?
And Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
So we saw a script read between Kurt Russell and him, Harrison Ford. And do you remember it at all?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Kurt Russell, I could see over Al Pacino.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But here's the thing with the script reads, it was night and day different.
It was.
Their characters, the way they played it off, the way they talked about things, it was, it's crazy to me how different the character came across.
Mm-hmm.
And so just, I'm very thankful that someone either came to their senses or Pacino turned it down finally or schedule conflict happened, because I don't know if there'd be a franchise and 6 mediocre movies following it.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Harrison Ford, definitely the right pick there. I think that's probably of the group. You said that was the one. You know, and you know Johnny Depp as Ferris Bueller. I think he could have done it.
For sure.
It would have been slightly different.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can see Johnny Depp being. Like, he probably could have been being as peppy and positive and optimistic as
Ferris.
as the Ferris character is. He could have been. I don't know. Like, he is that optimistic in Ed Wood. He's very much that optimistic.
Oh no, I think so for sure. I mean, you've seen him run as Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty peppy. I think he
Yeah,
could.
it's true.
He
So
could
yeah,
have
he
done
probably
it for sure.
he probably could have done
But
it
I
all.
mean, we've seen Matthew Broderick doing intro to a Turner Classic Movie,
Sure,
and he
like, who
had
is this
like
guy?
no energy whatsoever, but he was able to play the character. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, who knows,
Yeah.
right? It really is a little bit of luck.
Do you think Ferris Bueller is Matthew Broderick's like
Pinnacle,
his most known character?
probably.
Yeah.
What would you have said?
I think that's probably right. I think I've seen so much with him in it that at this point, if I ever thought that, it's kind of been erased because I'm like, he's done all this other stuff.
Here's the thing, when
But
I'm talking to people about him, or I'll say, oh, he's the voice of
Simba,
and people will say, do I know him from something else? I'm like, have you seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That's the first thing I go to, because if people
Yeah.
are going to see it, that's the one they've probably seen.
Yeah.
So
That's probably
it
true.
might be his pinnacle.
War Games is the one I always go to.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good one, but
Ferris
lesser
is
known for sure, I think.
Ferris. Yeah, it's interesting how some actors that have a really good body of work still only have kind of what probably people would consider like a one-hit wonder. And I was thinking about that when we were talking about Patrick Swayze, but I guess he's got a few more hits than I realized he did. But yeah, there's definitely a career. You look at Harrison Ford talking about getting this. He's made a whole career, like every movie hit just about that he's done after.
Practically.
There's very few movies in there. I mean, his later career a little bit, like Hollywood Homicide is not really big. But
Because you've seen it, right?
yeah, I liked it. I thought it was funny.
It's okay.
But he's just, had he not gotten Han Solo, I wonder if he would have gotten
Something.
Raiders.
Oh, I don't know.
You know,
It's all luck.
yeah, luck and talent, as the man said. Okay.
All right, so drum roll. Because horrible. Are you gonna put in a real drum roll?
Yes, I'll put it.
Thank you. All right, so our last but not least, Back to the Future.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Which was originally going to star and has scenes filmed with none other than Eric Stoltz. Yes, you know this man from such hits as
Well,
that is right.
what is kind
No,
of his big one?
Some Kind of Wonderful.
Yeah, that's.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a hit. A lot of people who are fans of the 80s may have
Yeah.
seen this film because it's up there. And The Mask with Cher, both of which took place probably close to the same time.
Yeah.
But they say, hey, Back to the Future, we think you'd be great in this role. And maybe he would have been if he had gotten the movie. And so he couldn't wrap
Meaning, if he understood the movie?
Yeah, like understood it. Like, not gotten the movie, but if he could have understood the point behind the film. He got so wrapped up in the fact that this person was now going back to a different world than what he had left, and that everyone had changed to some extent. And he played it as a sad, melancholy type of a thing. And that is not what the movie is.
Yeah.
And so I wonder how much of it they filmed before they realized we need someone else.
Well, they wanted Michael J. Fox to begin with.
I know, but he had conflict with family ties.
Right. Yeah. It, funny enough, tied him up. And yeah. So I could just imagine that they were like, this is who we got, Eric Stoltz, and you can see it in the footage. It's just dreary. It's just a very dreary performance. And it's not that he's not giving it his all. I think he is. I think he just had a totally different vision for this character. And then the filmmakers were just kind of like, it's not like a real deep kind of
film.
Yeah, the characters are kind of two-dimensional almost, right? They're not, soaked in backstory or anything, but Eric Stoltz was really going for that. And it worked out eventually, right? It lucked out that they were able to, because he was also doing, wasn't Michael J. Fox also doing Teen Wolf at the same time, I think?
I'm not sure about that.
But
I don't know.
his schedule opened up where he was able to still film Family Ties and do Back to the Future, and he was running around the clock.
I feel bad for that guy because he would go from one set to the other.
Yeah,
As soon as he was done with Family Ties, he went to Back to the Future.
right.
So,
Yeah.
but with that being said, I cannot see anyone else playing the role
No, there isn't anyone
like
else.
Michael J. Fox did. I think that is his pinnacle role.
Yeah.
But it is amazing, and it's pretty strong through all three movies.
Mhm.
Although I'd say the first two are probably the best.
Yeah, it's his movie. He rounded out exactly that, what they needed for that role and for the movie, and he was able to play. I think Michael J. Fox is a really good actor, and he was able to play a role that didn't require so much background or so much depth, and play it believably and not be eye rolling or anything. Be like, oh, well, this is nonsense. It's great. He puts everything he can into the part, and everyone does a great job. And I could not see Eric Stoltz being in it, and which is fine because I can't see Michael J. Fox in Anaconda. So
I think we may have a chance.
Wait, what? Was he supposed to
no,
be in
because
Anaconda?
Eric Stoltz was in Anaconda.
Oh, okay, I got it now. I'm like, wait a second.
So you have to. There's no loss of mass or something, right? No, so if one takes one role, the other person's got to take the other role.
Oh, I got it. Matter's not created or destroyed.
That's what it is.
Such
Matter.
is the
Yeah.
luck of movie roles. They're not created or destroyed. They're just transferred between others.
The footage I've seen with Eric Stoltz, I can't remember if I've seen him interact with Doc.
No, I haven't seen him interact. I've only seen him come back to the past or whatnot.
Yeah, when he meets his dad,
Yeah.
Crispin Glover's character, and yeah, him just kind of seeing what the past is like. But I haven't seen him interact. I'd be interested to know how that kind of relationship would have been, because Doc is very optimistic, very peppy, very pop. Just like positive. Having someone giving a performance like Eric Stoltz did, and it's not that Eric Stoltz isn't funny. Have you seen Singles? He is so hilarious in that movie, playing the mime. Oh my gosh, that whole sequence is so funny.
Does he not talk?
No, he does talk. That's what's it's really funny. He does the whole thing where he's pretending like he's smoking a cigarette, and he pulls the fingers away from his mouth, and then smoke actually comes out of his mouth.
I'll tell you about love. Love disappears, baby. Every time I've been broke, babe has been off like a prom dress.
Maybe it's the girls you choose.
Hey, maybe I've been hurt.
It's a really good role.
That's so funny that he could get such an abstract role, like something like a mime, but he doesn't understand Back to the Future.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the thing. Luck. You don't know whose favor it's going to be in. Hopefully, it's in your favor when you watch the movie and you don't think, ugh, that performance was horrible. Because I'm sure we've all been there at some point. But at least in these cases, I think luck was on our side and we got the best possible scenarios and outcomes. But let us know if you disagree. Let us know maybe one we missed or should have highlighted, and maybe we'll look that up or respond to you directly. We get lots of fan mail, so please write to us.
As always,
That's our take.